Hi guys! Welcome to Level Up Facebook Advertising Masterclass. Before we start the training, let me introduce first. I'm Julius. I'm a computer engineer. I created this digital masterclass because a lot of people, especially to those small business owners struggling in Facebook advertising. So in this training, you will learn the strategy in Facebook advertising. Without further ado, let's dive into my computer. Welcome to Facebook Advertising Level Up Strategy.
Again, welcome to Facebook Advertising Level Up Strategy. Before we proceed to our training, we have to read first the masterclass overview. First, what is the meaning of CLO or clause? The second, what are the 3 phases of Facebook advertising? Third, we have an icebreaker question. Fourth, what are the 3 common advertising mistakes and how to avoid it? Next, how to succeed in Facebook ads. Minimum ad sets charge budget, 2x2 grid clause Facebook advertising, and 2x2 grid clause budget calculations. So let's proceed with the meaning of clause. C means conversions, L means level, and U means up. And S means strategy. So the overall meaning of clause is conversions level up strategy. So next, what are the 3 phases of Facebook advertising? So first phase is connect, the second is commit, and the third is close. So first, let's proceed to connect. Connect means you have a goal, and your goal is branding, or what we call a brand awareness. So ad types, video ads and post engagement ads. So in the first phase, which is connect, if you have the product or services, you have first to introduce your products or services. You have to introduce first so that people will know your brand. First is the branding. And the second, commit. So the second phase is commit, which is you have a goal and your goal is lead generation. And the ad types is conversion ads and lead ads. So in the commit phase, you have to demonstrate your product. If you have a product or services, you have to demonstrate your product. You have to tell people how to use your product, or tell people how you can solve their problems with your service, with your products or services. So that's the second phase of 3 phases Facebook advertising. So let's proceed to the next phase. The third phase is close, and the goal in this phase is sales retargeting. So ad types, clicks to website ads and offer ads. So in the third phase, which is we talk about the first and the second, we have done with the branding, we have done with the lead generation, and the third one, if you have the product or services, you have done the 2 phases, then you have to create an ads that let people to click to your website or let people to purchase your product or avail your services. So you have to create that ads, which is the CTA, which is call to action. And let us summarize the 3 phases of Facebook advertising. The first is connect, you have to introduce your product, which is brand awareness. And the second is commit. You have to demonstrate your product, or how to use your product, or how can you solve the problem of a customer, the people. So, and the third one is you have to create an ads that people let clicks to your website, or the people purchase your product or avail your services. So that's the three phases of Facebook advertising that you have to master, which is the connect, the commit, and close. So next, let's proceed to icebreaker. So we have a situation here. Your team just launched a new ebook, Blueprint for Success, and asked you to promote it on Facebook so it can generate leads from people outside your existing audience. Which of the three phases of Facebook advertising will help you solve for this objective? First, letter A, connect, B, commit, C, connect and commit, and D, close. So guess what is your answer? Okay, let's reveal the answer. The answer is B, commit. Why commit? Because it says generate leads from people. Let's go back to the question. Promote it on Facebook so it can generate leads from people outside your existing audience. So the answer is commit, because in the second page you have to generate leads, you have to gain new subscribers. Next, what are the three common Facebook advertising mistakes and how to avoid it? The first common mistake is you don't know your numbers. The second, you create Facebook ads that feel random to users. And the third mistake, you max out your audience. So how to avoid it? First, you have to consider first, if you will run an ads, can I afford Facebook advertising? Am I actually generating revenue from my Facebook ads? So to avoid this, you have to use the basic formula, which is earnings per lead is equals to total revenue divided by total number of leads. So you have to use the basic formula. You have to know your numbers first before you run a Facebook ads. The second, you create Facebook ads that feel random to users. So instead of using random ads, you create a sequence that moves people. So you have to create a sequence, which is, we have the three phases, the connect, commit, and close. So connect is the first sequence, the second is commit, and the third is close. So you have to create a sequence that moves people. Example, you have a webinar. You already created the third phase, which is the close, which is they have to click to your webinar, to your product or something. So the people will not understand because they don't know you, they don't know your product, they don't know your services. So first, you have to introduce first your product, or you have to introduce first your webinar, your services, before you jump into the third sequence. So next, you max out your audience. So in order to avoid it, you have to expand your audience. You don't limit your audience to one city, one area, to your country only. So you max out your audience. You have to gain new subscribers. So next, let's proceed to how to succeed with Facebook ads. So in order for you to succeed in Facebook ads, which is number one is know your numbers. If you know your numbers, you know your budget, you already calculated the budget, you already used the formula, then you will succeed with Facebook ads. The second one is have a strategy for moving users through your ad sequences. So in creating an ads or in a video ads, you have to create a sequence, which is the first, the second, and the third, which is the connect. You have to introduce first. The second is commit. You have to gain new subscribers, demo your products, explain your products, your services, how can you help them. And the third one is create an ads that let people click to your website or purchase your product or avail your services. So if you know that, then you will succeed with Facebook ads. And the third one is expand your reach to new audiences. So as I said on the previous 3 common mistakes, so you have to expand your audience. You don't limit to your city only, to your area, to your country. So we have an online. We have online. We can reach more and more audiences. So next, let's proceed to 2x2 close grid sequence. So first, connect, commit, and the third one is close. So in the first phase, you have to create 2 videos for brand awareness. In the second phase, you have to create 2 videos for lead generation. In the third phase, you have to create 2 videos for sales retargeting, which is call to action. Next, what are the different ad sets charged? So first, ad sets charge for impressions. Second is ad sets charged for clicks, likes, video views, or post engagement. And the third one is ad sets charged for low frequency events such as offer claims or app installs. Ad sets charge minimum budget. So ad set charge for impressions is equals to a minimum budget of $1 per day. Ad set charge for clicks, likes, video views, or post engagement, minimum budget of $5 per day. Ad set charge for low frequency events such as offer claims or apps installs, minimum budget of $40 per day. So in close 2x2 grid Facebook advertising, we will choose ad set charge for impressions. It means that we have to spend a total of $6 per day for 3 phases of Facebook advertising, which are connect, commit, and close, which is the branding, lead generation, sales retargeting, which is the why, the how, and the what. So why we choose charge for impressions? Because it is the cheapest and cost effective in Facebook advertising. Next, branding. 2 ad sets of $1 per ad set is equals to $2 a day. Lead generation, 2 ad sets of $1 per ad set, $2 a day. Retargeting, 2 ad sets of $1 per ad set is equals to $2 per day. B plus L plus R plus C is equals to $6 per day. Run it for 5 days. $6 times 5 days is equals to $30. So you have to spend $30 per week or for 5 days. Note, make sure video ads must not exceed to 2 minutes, or rather much better to make video ads for a minimum of 1 minute video ad or less. Thank you for attending and spending time for this training, and I hope you learned from this free masterclass about Facebook advertising with the theme Conversions Level Up Strategy. Before we end this training, we have a good news. If you want to master Facebook advertising, we have created Facebook advertising course which is called FB Ads Conversions Level Up. In this course, you will learn a lot about Facebook advertising, the do's and don'ts creating Facebook ads from scratch, how to install Facebook Pixel, custom audiences, lookalike audiences, driving traffic to your website, post engagement, app install, lead generation, conversions, and many more. Price, $19,999. Less 92%, promo less 92%, and the price is equals to $1,599. But good news, but if you avail today, another 50% off, and instead of paying 19,000 plus or 1,599, you will only pay 799 pesos or 15 point something dollars. Use this link to register and get instant access to FB Ads Conversions Level Up. www.jumaikimweb.com/FBADSConversionsLevelUp. Once again, thank you, and I hope you learn from this training, Facebook Advertising Level Up Strategy. See you soon.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.